3 billion people are about to stop handing out their phone number, and the window to claim your name just opened. WhatsApp is rolling out usernames, the biggest privacy change in the app's history, and the handle you want is available right now on a first-come, first-served basis. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how to reserve yours, lock out impersonators, and hide your number for good before the global rush begins. This is not a leak, and it is not a rumor. WhatsApp officially announced it, and it has been confirmed by outlets like 9to5 Google, Apple Insider, Washington Beta Info, and Gulf Business. So let's break down exactly what changed, why it matters, and the precise steps to grab your handle before it's gone. Here is what actually changed. For more than a decade, your phone number has been your identity on WhatsApp. To message someone, you traded digits. To join a group, you exposed your number to strangers. That is now ending. Instead of sharing your phone number, people will connect to you with an @username, just like on Instagram, TikTok, or X. Once usernames go live, the people you talk to see your @username, not your phone number. Think about how big that is. Your number is tied to your bank, your two-factor codes, your real-world identity. Every group chat where you dropped your digits was a small privacy leak. Usernames close that door. You become a handle, not a number. And this is happening at a scale almost nothing else online can match. WhatsApp has roughly 3 billion users. That means this is not some niche toggle buried in a settings menu. This is a change in how a huge chunk of the entire planet shares contact information. When billions of people stop broadcasting their phone numbers, the way we think about messaging privacy shifts permanently. That is exactly why getting in early matters so much. Now here's the part you actually need to act on, because reservations are open right now in late June 2026. You can claim your username today, before the feature even fully launches. You reserve it now, and you start using it when the rollout reaches you later this year. It is a land grab, plain and simple. There is only one of every name, and once your perfect handle is taken, it is gone. So let me walk you through it step by step, and you can pause and follow along. First, update WhatsApp to the latest version. Open your App Store, search for WhatsApp, and tap Update. If you don't update, you won't see the option, so this step is not optional. Second, open WhatsApp and go to Settings. Third, tap Account. Fourth, tap Username. That's the whole path. Settings, then Account, then Username. From there, you type the handle you want and reserve it. Let me say that path one more time so it sticks. Update the app. Open Settings. Tap Account. Tap Username. 4 moves, and your name is locked in. But before you start typing random ideas, you need to know the rules, because WhatsApp will reject anything that breaks them. So let's go through what makes a valid username. Your username has to be between 3 and 35 characters long. It must contain at least one letter, so an all-numbers handle won't fly. You can only use lowercase letters, numbers, periods, and underscores. No capital letters, no spaces, no emojis, no special symbols beyond the period and the underscore. There are 2 more hard limits. Your username cannot begin with www. And it cannot end with an internet domain like .com or .net. That stops people from creating handles that impersonate websites and trick you into thinking a scammer is a real company. So keep it clean. 3 to 35 characters, at least one letter, lowercase letters, numbers, periods, and underscores only. No www. At the start, and no .com at the end. Quick tip before you commit. Think about the handle the way you'd think about a domain name. Short, memorable, and clearly you. If your name is common, you might need to add a period or an underscore to make it unique. Grab the cleanest version you can get while the pool is still wide open, because right now almost everything is available. In a few months, it won't be. Now here's a feature most people are going to overlook, and it might be the most powerful privacy tool in this whole update. It's called the username key. The username key is an optional 4-digit code that sits alongside your username. Here's why it's brilliant. Normally, if someone knows your handle, they could just message you. But with the username key turned on, knowing you're at username is not enough. To start a conversation with you, a stranger also has to know your 4-digit key. No key, no message. Think of your username as your public address and the username key as the lock on the front door. You hand the address to anyone, but only people you actually want to reach you get the key. It's an anti-spam, anti-stranger control, and in a world of relentless spam and scam messages, turning it on is one of the smartest things you can do. So when you set up your username, do not skip the username key. Turn it on, pick a 4-digit code you'll remember, and share it only with people you trust. Let me rehook you here, because this next part decides whether you should act today or wait. The rollout is phased and the timing is specific. A limited test already began back on April 8th, 2026. Then comes the real launch in waves. Wave 1 goes live on July 7th, 2026 in 5 countries: Algeria, Azerbaijan, Ghana, Libya, and Nepal. Wave 2 follows on July 20th, 2026. And then the rest of the world gets it starting in September 2026. So here in the United States, you're looking at the global wave from September onward. But, and this is the key point, you do not have to wait until September to reserve your name. Reservations are open now. The launch date is when you start using the handle. The reservation is what protects it in the meantime. Waiting until September to think about your username is exactly how you end up settling for a worse version of your name with 3 underscores in it. So who should rush to grab a handle first? Let's be honest about who has the most to lose. If you run a business, this is urgent. Your business name is your brand, and you do not want a competitor, a squatter, or a scammer holding the username your customers will search for. Lock it down today. If you're a creator, your handle is part of your identity across every platform, and keeping it consistent on WhatsApp protects your audience from imposters pretending to be you. And if you simply have a common name, you are in the toughest spot of all, because the clean version of your name is going to be claimed fast. The earlier you move, the better your odds. Businesses, creators, common names, you 3 are first in line, and the clock is already running. Let me also be clear about what this is not, so you're not confused later. This isn't WhatsApp forcing you to abandon your phone number behind the scenes. It's about what other people see and how they reach you. Your account still works the way it always has. What changes is the public face of your identity, from a string of digits to a handle you choose. That's the whole point. You control how you show up, and you stop leaking your number into every group chat and every new contact. So let's bring it back to where we started. 3 billion people are about to stop handing out their phone numbers, and the only question that matters is whether the handle with your name on it belongs to you or to someone else. Right now, today, it can be yours. Update WhatsApp, open settings, tap account, tap username. Reserve the cleanest version of your name. Turn on your 4-digit username key, and you have just future-proofed your privacy before the rest of the world even shows up. The number era is ending. The username era is yours to claim if you move first. If this helped you lock down your privacy, you're going to want the next one, because the username key is just the start of how you can shut down spam and strangers on WhatsApp for good. Tap the video on screen, and let's lock the rest of your account down together.